And he joins us on the Harbor One hotline this morning. Ty, I hope you're not in Florida or at least in the Tampa area with the hurricane coming.
Oh, no, I'm actually in L.A. right now, man. So it's early here. It's still dark outside. I'm out here walking out here. Hope no damn coyotes don't come out here nothing.
On the beach? Are you walking the water, or where are you?
Have you been watching some of these videos out here? Coyotes be out here walking like they own the place, like they stray dogs now. So I got my head on the swivel.
Yeah, please.
Be careful out there.
We don't want a coyote going for your jugular during your segment on the radio, Ty, please.
Stay out of the mountains and the hood.
So listen, we've been talking about the Mac Jones situation all morning, and obviously it looks like he may need surgery, which I guess, conservatively that's 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, whatever it is. Wiggy is convinced that, I can't tell whether Wiggy thinks this is a good thing or a bad thing for the New England Patriots, Curtis. Which is it? He said this is the perfect situation for them, and then he said Brian Hoyer is horrible.
Then he said they were going 2-2, no difference. And then I said that, and then he said they're going 1-5.
Takes all the pressure off of Bill.
When it comes to Brian Hoyer and the next 6 weeks here in this football team, what do you expect that you're going to see?
I mean, what is Brian Hoyer's record as a starter? I thought I seen something come across ESPN. What is his record as a starter?
16-23.
16-23.
Yep.
You can't expect too much. Let's put it that way. Now there is an opportunity that lies here now. So if you say, okay, Mac Jones obviously starter, he's going to be out. There's an opportunity for Brian Hoyer to step in and do something good, to prove his value. One of the hardest jobs, they say, in the National Football League is the backup quarterback. It's a great job until you got to play. Right? So now you got to go out there. Now you got to play. Now I look at this Patriots, this game, and I see some good things that we can take out of it. Mac Jones, he can scramble. I mean, he was trying to be a little Lamar Jackson out there. He was scrambling. I think Devontae Parker stepped up in a big way. They finally found a receiver that's going to give him some confidence. The defense, they put pressure on Lamar at times. Back in the secondary, they got to do better. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the bullshit. Man, you can't turn the ball over and throw 3 interceptions. You can't let Lamar Jackson run for a 4th and 37 and come on, man. That's ridiculous. Everybody know he go over $200 million and well worth it. He's supposed to get everything he deserves, but that is the New England Patriots. That is the Bill Belichick defense, and you do not let that happen. I'm sorry. The guys back in the secondary giving up too many big plays, giving up touchdowns. They put up good effort. Yeah, you're supposed to keep fighting, but that's some bullshit. Turnovers. 4th and whatever. I'm pissed off, guys. Y'all done woke me up. I was asleep when I first got on here with y'all.
That is, if you're keeping track, that's $200 for both BSs from Ty Law for the Ty Law Swear Jar and the Greg Hill Foundation. And so BS on the interceptions, obviously.
So, Ty, then how much of that is on Bill? Because now it seems like a lot of his focus is on the offensive side of the football, and he's been taken away from the defensive side.
Well, he need to go right back to focusing on defense, because at the end of the day, if you stop somebody, you got a chance. I mean, with all the turnovers and everything that was going on, you had the great Lamar Jackson on the other side. You have to focus back on that defense. You're not going to go nowhere if you can't stop nobody. And that's been the problem. I mean, the secondary, they show some signs here and there, but when you're giving up those touchdowns, those big explosive plays, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. Offensively, I mean, I was pretty impressed with Mac, the way he was moving around. Like I said, you got to eliminate the turnovers, of course, but he showed some signs. They do a running back by committee. I think they had 145 yards rushing in the game. So they're spreading it out, doing the Patriot way, do it by committee, but they have to play better. They can't turn the ball over. And now that Mac Jones is down, there's an opportunity for Brian Hoyer. He did not play well in his starts. I'm assuming with that record. So, but there's opportunity. But this season is slipping away from him. It is, and they better turn it around quick.
Ty, you brought up good and bad sides to every aspect of this team. Who do you put that loss on? Because I was at the game, and I felt like they were going to win, at least for the first half, and then the second half, things just fell apart.
Well, I wouldn't say who to put the loss on there. I mean, you got to take it collectively. When you turn the ball over, it's hard to win in the National Football League. The one that won the game is Lamar Jackson. He did what he had to do in the moments to win the game. Like I said, you know that he's going to run the ball. Why is it somebody spying him? Even though whoever you put out there is going to be a tough task to ask, but you do not let that happen. I think it was a fourth down. Wasn't it like 4th and 13 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. That's just disrespectful to not even bring the punt team out there. That's just saying, the hell with you, I'm going to stay out here. That right there did it for me. It's like everyone knows that Lamar Jackson is going to run, call the defense or put somebody on him and make somebody else beat you besides Lamar Jackson with his legs. So, I think Belichick needs to concentrate, in my opinion, because he's the best. Put him back on defense. Do whatever y'all got to do on offense. But if we stop somebody, we got a chance.
By the way, side note, if you were in his ear, he would not be playing this season.
Say what?
If you
no. Hey, now come on, Greg. You know good and damn well that I'm a bet on yourself type of guy. Always do it. It's been like that my whole life. So I respect that man so much that he's betting on himself and he's not just going to take anything. Now, there is a risk to that. And when you're talking about $200 million or whatever it is, we don't know the details of the contract. They put out what they want us to hear, but obviously it was something that he wasn't happy about. But at the same time, to go out there and leave that kind of money on the table, say, this is what I'm worth, I got so much respect for Lamar Jackson.
Hey, Ty, you're speaking of guys you got a lot of money for. Steph Gilmore, game-saving play for the Colts, beating the Chiefs on Sunday. I'm not sure if you saw the end of that game.
No, I didn't see it, but I ain't surprised. Steph can play.
Ty, when you look at a guy like Lamar Jackson, and from a defensive standpoint, isn't the best way to maybe try to defend him from, killing you with your legs is trying to blitz him and get to him with as many people as possible? But with this team not having lockdown corners, are they kind of handcuffed and not being able to put a pressure on a guy like Lamar and bring in a free rusher?
Preach. Like you said, you don't have a lockdown corner, and that it limits you for what you can do, and putting that extra guy down there for a guy like Lamar Jackson. Someone has to step up in the secondary. Until they get that, Coach Belichick is not going to be comfortable, calling what he's used to calling when you have a premier corner out there that can at least, play somebody one-on-one. You don't have to dumb. You can trust them out there. And until they get that, you're going to see the same things. Other quarterbacks are going to start thinking they can do what Lamar Jackson can do. If you can't put nobody, if you have to double everybody in the back end. So, I understand it's Lamar Jackson. So we got to say, okay, he's a different type of quarterback, but you still are a professional athlete. You can still scheme to take away what he does best and what he does often. But if you don't have the personnel, the scheme doesn't mean anything.
Ty, you always say that the Patriots, they don't have anybody to be scared of when the opposing team comes. When you look at this Packers team that they now have to face, are they a team that has personnel to be scared of? Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, you got to be scared of him. But other than that?
Right. I don't see anybody to be, other than Aaron Rodgers. Then subpar players. To be honest with you, he doesn't have to have all pros. Just like Tom Brady, you don't have to have a number one Hall of Fame type of receiver. Aaron Rodgers is that good. So if you keep him in the game and with his experience, he'll find a way to win. So you have to disrupt him immediately, put some pressure on him, get some turnovers. But Aaron Rodgers, he's still winning. He's still winning, and he's still Aaron Rodgers.
So you talk about Aaron Rodgers and how good he is. Do the Patriots stand any chance in Green Bay with Brian Hoyer at quarterback?
You know what, guys? I can't see anything good happening out of this. Of course, I'm always riding with the Patriots, but we have to do our jobs and look at it for what it is. Brian Hoyer, he has not proven, even with Mac Jones, it was going to be a tough time playing up there in Green Bay for the team that they have right now. So I don't see them winning this game in Green Bay with Brian Hoyer. I am hoping that they prove me wrong. But if I was a betting man, if I'm betting my money, if I'm betting a swear jar, damn it, I'm betting with Green Bay. I wouldn't want to, hey guys, I wouldn't want to take away from the kids and the foundation. We can't bet the swear jar for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We taking away from the good cause.
Not a very optimistic view from Ty Law when it comes to Sunday.
He's got his reality glasses on him. I wouldn't bet on the Patriots either. Ty, when you look at a guy like Rodgers or a guy like Brady, those type of quarterbacks that are so smart and so accurate, defensively, how do you like what do you have to do to like defend a guy like that? Is it about getting pressure on him? Is it about playing more zone coverage behind? What do you do with those type of quarterbacks, or what could the Patriots do to try to slow him down come Sunday?
But look, pressure busts pipes, and we have to. I mean, as a defense, you have to put pressure on the quarterback because guess what? Even guys like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady can be mere mortals when you put pressure on them. You know what I mean? No one is immune to that. But you got to have some guys back there that can cover. You got to cover a little bit longer so they can get there to the quarterback. But I was always a firm believer. If I got my man covered, I don't give a damn what the quarterback do. I mean, to be honest with you, the guy's got to cover. The guy's got to cover in the back. You know, I wasn't afraid of Dan Marino. Dan Marino placed the ball better than anybody that I ever played against. The way he placed the ball. But at the same time, if I have my guy covered, it doesn't make a difference what Dan Marino does. But if you put pressure on a quarterback, no matter who he is, he's another guy, and that's my opinion.
All right, Wiggy has the Twisted Question of the Week for Ty Law, which is brought to you by Twisted Tea. Keep it twisted, New England.
Ty, this question is very simple. When you look at the New England Patriots, who has to be the guy on that defense?
Well, you know what? From a leadership standpoint, I'm going to put it all on Devin McCourty. You've been there. You got the championship pedigree. I mean, you've seen it all, and you have to be that veteran presence back there in the secondary and get those guys to step up their game.